Okay, welcome to my BBR-D League Wi-Fi draft analysis. Yep, it's a Wi-Fi league as I've just stated. Yeah, similarly to main league, there's low tier Terra rules, but only one Terra captain. With Terra preview, any Terra 10 points and below, 16 teams, 110 points for each team, with 9 to 11 ones for each team. Now, I'm really looking forward to this. I'd like to thank everyone over at BBR and the admin crew for giving me this opportunity in the D League. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm really grateful, to be honest, and I won't disappoint, so we're gonna give it our best shot for real. Anyways, let's get into it. Without further ado, let's get into the draft, I guess. So for the theme, I decided to go with Macca's menu items. That's McDonald's for you Americans. I was pick 6 in the draft, which out of 16 is not the best. I think it could be worse, like 8 and 9. But yeah, 6, I'll take it. Close to the start, somewhere close to the middle, which is not the best. But yeah, close to the start, that's pretty good. So we made the most out of that pick, and we grabbed up on one that we have used before, and we used it in the BBR Summer Scramble. But yeah, especially with its versatile moveset, I reckon I can do quite well with it. And yeah, that one is indeed Great Tusk. Yeah, Great Tusk, come on. Tusk, big boy, bro. Yes, this is Big Mac. Great Tusk's name is Big Mac. Chuck a Big Mac on the screen real quick. That is a ground type, yeah, now. So ground type as our first pick, that's pretty good. That's what you want. Every team wants a ground type, and the fact that I got it first pick and one of the best ground types, I think that's really strong. Getting a really good Rapid Spinner first pick as well is also really strong, and it also has access to Temper Flare and Supercell Slam, 2 new moves that just give it amazing coverage, I think. And with its high physical attack stat and high defense stat, it just does really well. And yeah, in combination with Tusk, I think another one in round 2 that I didn't think was gonna make it back to me, to be honest, but yeah, it did, and that is Iron Bundle. Its name is Frozen Coke. And yeah, it is really fast. It is a good pair with Tusk. It has a lot of things that Tusk doesn't, like high special attack stat, high speed. Yeah, it can do that quite well. It can deal with flying types, deal with some water types with access to freeze dry, which is really cool. And yeah, it's just a fast special sweeper, I think. And yeah, can deal quite well with a lot of other types. Yeah, with some good momentum that Tusk doesn't actually have, flip turn and U-turn, which is really strong. But yeah, I was looking at these two, and I was like, I need a way to deal with fairies still. And a type that does well with fairies that you always need, I think, on a draft is a steel typing, and that's why next pick we ended up going with our Happy Meal Jirachi. And now, yeah, base 100 all round, it can really do anything. It's a good special attacker, good physical attacker, can do anything pretty much. It's a great steel type, can deal with fairies really well. And with Serene Grace as its ability is just crazy. Ironhead 60% chance to flinch, Meteor Mash 40% chance to boost your attack stat. I think that's right, 40% chance, yeah. Yeah, Thunder Wave can help out with its Serene Grace. Ironhead's just be annoying, to be honest, with U-turn for momentum, Body Slam, and yeah, Zen Head Bar. I'm not going to stay too long here, but yeah, I think it's really strong. But yeah, for the third pick, I think that is a really good 3rd round pick. Should help us out a lot. Now, 4th round, I wanted to use a new mon, and I wanted a mon that I've been wanting to use for a while, to be honest, but I've never gotten the chance to use it. And that is the Regenerator mon himself, Hydrapple, as McFeast. And yeah, being able to regenerate all of its HP back almost like, what's a third of its HP, not almost all of its HP. But being able to regenerate a third of its HP every time it switches out and switches back in, it's just really good, to be honest. Being able to do that is just so helpful. Being able to be a big defensive fool. Having that 4 times ice weakness is not the best, but I think having Jirachi on the team, having Iron Bundle on the team just deals with that quite well. Being the resist Iron Bundle, resist on Jirachi, but Ironhead. Ice is not the most, like... Ice is a pretty frail typing, but I find a lot of mons don't have the ice typing, but just have ice coverage, and that's why this is not gonna like that ice coverage, but it can definitely eat it with. I've seen it eat ice beams, ice spinners. It's just a really defensive mon. Being able to run AV on this as well just helps out so much. It does have a decently high special attack stat, and with its smooth fickle beam that has a 30% chance to double in power, it can just like nuke teams with that. Hydro Pump has body press if I want to run it more physically defensive. Does have Yawn, Breaking Swipe, Nasty Plot for setup, and Sucker Punch and Infestation could be interesting, could help, could prove themselves useful. But yeah, I really like it, and let's not stick around too long. Next up, we have one that I got sniped. So I got sniped of Zapdos, and I really wanted to use Zapdos because I thought pairing with Jirachi Static is just really good. Also, being able to deal with some water types that a lot of my team couldn't really like deal with right now. Like, I know Hadrapple can, but like, I just wanted another one that could like be really fast, Volt Switch quickly, get out, do a lot of damage with that Volt Switch into water types. It's just really nice. Yeah, so we didn't get Zapdos, but we did get Thunderous Akane. Now, Thunderous Akane as a, what's its name? Thunderous Akane, McCrispy, that's right, yeah. So Thunderous Akane, McCrispy, I think it's really strong actually with Prankster T-Wave instead. Instead of Static, that's fine. Prankster T-Wave I think is really strong, be able to help a Jirachi with those Iron Heads. It's a nice resist to flying, which we don't have a lot of right now. We've got 2 weaknesses with 1 resist. I think 2 resist is what will help out. Flying's not the most common offensive typing, but when it's there, it does well. So that's why you gotta make sure you got your resists. But anyways, yeah, I think this is really good. Helps out with water types. Defiant as well as an anti-defogger. It can also be set up with Defiant, so like bulk up. Can also have Nasty Plot, great coverage. Prankster on almost any status move, and Volt Switch and U-Turn, being able to like use U-Turn if there's a strong ground type on the other team. But yeah, I like that, so it's really good. Next up, I needed a ground of poison. I also needed a strong dark type that wasn't weak to Fairy, and that could be Incineroar, but I wanted to save my fire type for a much more stronger one that I would eventually use as a Terra. But yeah, I went with Overcool next because Overcool is a really strong dark type that can help out Jirachi. And yeah, it's great physical wall, and it can be great physically offensively. Yeah, with Intimidate, it just helps that out. Poison Point, Bar Barrage, what's there to say? Like, it's just a good one, to be honest. Being only weak to ground is also a good thing, because then, like, I don't know, just being only weak to ground is just an amazing thing, to be honest. But yeah, great abilities. Swift Swim even can come in handy if I go Prankster Rain Dance on Thunderous. Get those 100% Thunders, and then those 100%, not 100%, Swift Swim just, yeah, boosted Liquidations, boosted Hydro Pumps even. But yeah, it's really good, to be honest. I can also deal with Fairies, I reckon, as it is part Poison type, so it can actually deal quite well with Fairies. But yeah, like I said, you always want a Dark type on the team, you always want a Poison type that's grounded. I think those are necessities, and I think Overcool does both really well. Next up, we have a Mon that is actually going to be my Terra Captain, and it's the Fire type I was talking about, and that is Terra Delphox. Oh yeah, sorry, before I move on, yep, Overcool's name is Cheeseburger. Now, Delphox, McSpicy, that's right. McSpicy Delphox, it's going to be very spicy, as I'm going to cook up some heat sets with this, because Delphox, tell me about it. Tell me, bro, Terra Captain Delphox, it's insane. It can do so many things. It's another resistor fairy that helps out so much. Above base 100 speed, a base 100 special defense stat, and like, I can't remember what the special attack stat is, but it's above base 100, so that's pretty good. It's pretty good offensively. It can also be decent with its special defense. If I run the right tier on it, like Steel maybe, Poison even, honestly. Like, literally, I just gotta pick a Terra that's defensive and go with that, because it can do quite well with that. Defensively, it's good because it can run setups such as Nasty Plot, Calm Mind, and with access to stored power and like such strong like offensive moves like Overheat and like other ones that are there that I'm not gonna name because I can't remember them. But yeah, they're there. But yeah, it's just strong offensively. I'm looking really forward to using this with even with Magician, honestly. Like, Magician's such a fun ability to use. Like, activating a weakness policy, then using Magician to steal an Assault Vest or something is just really funny. Or activating a weakness policy, stealing Boots. Like, it's just really funny, to be honest. And then Blaze is always helpful, because when you're in a pinch, trust me, you need Blaze. Anyways, moving on. Next up, we got the fish itself, Alola-Mola. Alola-Mola's name is indeed Filet-O-Fish. Now, it's a great defensive water that we don't have yet. We got Bundle, but it's not a really defensive water. Physically, it's alright, actually. But, Alola-Mola is just so physically defensive and even special defensive, because it can be through Assault Vest with its high HP stat. But yeah, Alola is going to be really strong, hard to break, especially with Regenerator in combination with Regenerator Hydrapple. Like, this Mon, I swear to God, every time I verse it, it never dies. Like, it just doesn't die. Same with Hydrapple, they just don't die. But anyways, yeah, defensive water, not every team needs one, but it is always nice to have. Flip Turn, Mirror Coat, Wish, Skull, what is there more? Like, there's nothing else really to say, to be honest. Baton Pass, Protect maybe, like, for us to help out with Wish, but there's like, that's really all it does, but it does it really well. And that's why I like it. Next up, we got our Fairy type that we are indeed missing. We did want to go Weezing Gala, but sadly got sniped. That would have been nice for Defog as well, because we only got one Rapid Spinner right now. Only one Removalist is not the best right now, but yeah, so next up we got Comfey. Now Comfey is really good because right now we only have Jirachi and Delphox at base 100 special defense, and Comfey actually has base 110. It also gives a base 100 speed stat, which is really helpful, and also Draining Kiss priority +3. So now I have Draining Kiss priority, and I got Prankster priority, so that's really strong, to be honest. The one thing Prankster doesn't like is dark types, and that's the one thing Draining Kiss +3 likes. So it's like, they go hand in hand. I really like that. Calm Mind for setup, Store Power even as well, Giga Drain +3, Synthesis +3, because it's got an amazing ability called Triage. It just does so well. It even can run Trailblaze if I want to be fast, Alluring Voice, it can do so many things, U-turn, knockoff, like the list goes on. It just does a fair bit, and it's a good tank. Not high HP stat, but that's fine, it makes up for it in special defense. And you can always run EVs into that. So yeah, I really like that. Now last pick, 10 points, well not 10 points, 10th pick. We only had 2 points left, and we wanted to go something that was really strong as a 2-pointer. I also need a removal still. I think Great Tusk is amazing with Rapid Spin, but you don't want it to be just Great Tusk, so I actually went with Kamala. Oh, now sorry, I forgot to say, Comfey's name is McNuggets, and Kamala's is McMuffin, because look at it. It's asleep. It's hungry, it wants to eat breakfast, so McMuffin. But yeah, 2 points left. Kamala, I think that's a really good pick. Rapid Spin gives me a nice Rapid Spinner. I don't think it's the worst Rapid Spinner, but I don't think it's the best. And it's definitely there, and it definitely helps out. Special defensively, you can run an Assault Vest on it. It does really well, honestly. With access to Yawn, it gets Wish, but not going to be using Wish much on it with its HP stat. It's a really good mod. U-turn for momentum, Earthquake. I don't know what to say about it, but it just got great coverage, to be honest. And it can be really offensive with Swords Dance. Like, I don't know, it's just going to be a good mod. Good mod in general. I'm really happy with how the team turned out. I think it's a good draft. Could be better, no Ghost type, but yeah, it is what it is. Got a pretty bad weakness to Rock and Ground. That's fine. One of my weaknesses to both Rock and Ground is actually Delphox, which can tear her out of that. And then, yeah, only 2 removalists. Could have been more, but they are really good at removalists, I reckon. And 2 Stealth Rockers. I think the Stealth Rockers could have been better. I'm not seeing running Stealth Rocks on Tusk and Jirachi every week. But when do you need Stealth Rocks? You don't need it every week. You only need it about 50% of the time, so it's all good. But yeah, thank you. I'll see you next week for week 1. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Check the description if you're looking for more info about this amazing league, and make sure to stay up to date, as yeah, this will be coming out weekly for the battles. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you, and see ya.